Everybody, video here for you today. It's Emerald Mound Day. Now, these are going to be both request videos today. In the first one, we are going to go down to Emerald Mound here in Mississippi. I did a video on this maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, but it wasn't well done at all. I wasn't happy with it, so this place deserves a better video. Here's the Emerald Mound site. This is one of the most impressive places we have in all ancient America. It's the second largest temple or ceremonial complex we have in all ancient America. You notice this is a huge platform built up by men. This is almost 700 feet long, almost 400 feet across. You notice there's a mound built up on top. This is not a small mound. So this would have taken thousands and thousands of man hours. It's pretty amazing here at this site, but it would have been seen from all around. Obviously, one of the most important places we have in all ancient America here. The video I did on this about 4 or 5 years ago, I wasn't happy with. I only talked for about a minute and a half. Shared a video from another channel. Let's just do a little reading here. Take a look around at this impressive place. Here we are on top of the large man-made structure here. Here is a large mound at the very western end. Grass growing on it, of course, but it looks like they have a little bit cleared here. Almost looks like there is steps cut in here. This is Atlas Obscura. I've used them before. I will leave this link and a few others below. It says the Emerald Mound. Natchez, Mississippi, the second largest ceremonial mound in the United States, is an artificial hill that is loosely shaped like a pentagram. But here are some pics from the site here, from below the mound and up on top here. Pretty cool place. It says, dwarfed only by a temple mound in Illinois. They must be talking about Monk's Mound at Cahokia. It says the sacred hill, known as the Emerald Mound, was once a well-appointed holy site, but is now just a flat octagonal expanse. And it says it's dwarfed by Monk's Mound at Cahokia. But if you take the total area here, it's not dwarfed by it by much. This is a huge structure with a lot of earth put into it. Now down here in this area of Mississippi, Louisiana, there's literally hundreds of these mound sites, but this one, very unique. It says before you is the second largest temple mound in the United States. This 8-acre mound constructed from a natural hill was built and used from about 1300 to 1600 by the Mississippian ancestors of the Natchez Indians. And that 1300 to 1600, that might have been when this place was thriving. But as far as when this place was originally constructed, 1300 seems very conservative to me. Here is an artist's depiction of what this place used to look like. The official measurement coming from the place here is 770 feet long by 440 feet across. This mound built up almost 30 feet high. Then the mound up on top here, that's another 30 feet high. So this is one of the more impressive places we have in all ancient America. Here is the artist's depiction of what the smaller structures look like on top of the mound at one time. Along the side here, I guess these were removed in the 1800s by farming. This is like a few other places I have talked about. Mound on the west side of a place, mound, small one right down here on the east side. Are they aligning something on the spring equinox? Well, let's take a look. Here's the sunrise on the spring equinox at Emerald Mound, and that sun comes up over the east side of the mound. It's not like perfectly exact, but the chiefs who lived here were priests of the sun. Here's a video from the Natchez National Historic Park. This is the one I included in the video I made about 4 or 5 years ago. Excavations were done at this place, research from the 1830s all the way through the 1970s. Here is a look at one of the mounds here when they cut into it. Different layers you can see perfectly there. Pretty interesting. This was first known as the Seltzertown site, based on a town that doesn't exist anymore, I guess. Then it was named the Emerald Mound in the 1800s, based on a plantation that was nearby. And here is a look from the top of the mound, overlooking the smaller mound on the far eastern side. What was written here in the 1940s is there was a few external burials found. An external burial simply means that they were kind of found on the outside of the mound, and they weren't related to the building of this mound on top of this structure here. Now here I found one pic from a gentleman who wrote a book on the archaeology done in this area. Here is a vertical cut at the west end of Emerald Mound, shows the development of fill that shaped the primary platform. He says that the layering here indicated many periods of building of this massive platform here. That'll give you a sense of scale, the people down there. It says in this article also that this was built with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of just baskets full of earth here. It says at the east end by that smaller mound, There was post holes that went down. He said 30 feet in the ground here, and this platform was only about 35 feet high. There wasn't much on artifacts at all coming from this site, but this is where it gets a little confusing. Talks about the Woodland time period from 1000 BC to 1000 AD, period to 2000 years. Talks about stuff found at places this old, axe heads, green stone pipes, copper ornaments, and then the Emerald Mound seemed to fit under this Mississippian time period from 1000 to 1700 AD. Well, the only artifact really that I could find made at this place was this stone effigy pipe. And these are found in some places in Ohio that go back at least 1500 years. So is the dating on this place correct? Well, I'm not so sure. Here's a look at a few artifacts that are found in nearby sites. That looks like a pipe right there, pottery fragments. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is either. That looks very interesting right there. That is a video on the Emerald Mound complex down in Mississippi, one of the more important places we have in all ancient America, second largest ceremonial or temple mound structure we have in all ancient America. Once again, I did a video on this about, I don't know, 4 years ago. Wasn't happy with it at all. It was rather lame. So I thought I would do this one today, give this place a better video. It deserves it. Very unique place, very important. I'm going to be making a documentary style video on all of ancient America, try to put this whole story together with all I've learned. So if you are visiting an ancient America mound site in your area, you want to send me some pics, send those to my channel email or my Facebook. That video will take quite a while to do. I think I've covered at least 120 cities now in ancient America. Some of these I've done twice. This one deserved it today. Hope thought that was cool, and you all have a very safe day.